brother. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy. Ooh, how's your meat? Oh, how is your meat? Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Sunday evening, getting ready for a little bit of rain tomorrow. I got a little bit of an orientation issue to straighten out here. Let me do that now. And we're going to put the lock on. And here. How are you, Alan? Welcome in. Time to grab a coffee. Hi, Nino. How are you? Hello, Shimei. Hope you had a good Sunday. Steelers keep rolling along. I'm doing good, Alan. I had a good day metal detecting today. Good evening, Amanda. And glad to hear it, Nino. Glad to hear it. Hello, Callie Mo. I'd like to know the whole series of how Shimei ended up a Steelers fan. It's almost unforgivable. Yeah, eventually I will. I mean, if I put this thing in on a tight 50 millimeter view, you really can hardly even see it. Yeah, thank you, Nino. I appreciate that, sweetie. Wow, everybody's here tonight. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the 11-7. All right, we're gonna take the far spot because it's easier to schlep out of here. All right, here we go. All right, good to see everybody tonight. That's a good price for propane. Let me get my coffee. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. think tomorrow I should probably get another key cut and do a hide a key. I think that's always a smart thing to have, because I'm not the brightest. I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack. So it's always good policy. Always have backup. Those of you remember my ill-fated trip through Cheyenne, Wyoming, where I lost my keys to the van. That was exciting. All right. It's like, wasn't that a blip? Ain't that a blip? So we got 50 people and we only got 9 thumbs up. If we could hit the thumbs up, it's appreciated. We do have another night. I'm going to try to do the best to get to 3,000 tonight. I'm going to make another personal donation tonight, as promised. So anything that anybody can do to help is very, very appreciated. I'm gonna do that when I get back to the Rancho tonight. I hope everybody's had a great day today. I did have a chance to really get back to a normalized schedule now of a lot of diverse activities. I did go out metal detecting today, which was very productive and a very interesting day today. I'm not sure if that video will be coming up Tuesday or Wednesday. I still have the video to do with the boss and Janet. And I'm going to be doing some requested videos too. Commentary videos. Hey Nick B, I was requested to do a commentary on, this person asked me, why in the hell is Hollywood going down the tubes these days? And I took about a week or so to reflect on that and make a few notes. So I've done a 15-minute commentary on that you may enjoy. The demise of Hollywood here, and which only makes sense given the forces at work in the world today, that they would become less and less of a force. I've been on the hangover cure. Elon Musk, you've been out celebrating, huh? You've been out celebrating. Couldn't believe it. It's almost 5 days. Yes, 5 days after the election, and people are still having meltdowns and finger pointing. You know, let's not blame former President Obama. Let's not blame former President Biden. Let's just move on. There's nothing to be gained by Monday morning quarterbacking in politics. 4 years is a long time. 2 years till the next elections. Well, I think you'll enjoy my video, Nick B. I take a philosophical look at things, and I don't think YouTubers are more popular. I mean, you get to a certain level of popularity, and you either burn out like whatever. I can't think of his name right now. The guy that sold his stuff to CNN. I can't think of his name, or else you lose your channel, like Johnny Somali, right? You go over across Asia insulting people, and finally the people in Korea on social media put a bounty on your head, and 700,000 yuan or whatever for anybody that knocks out Johnny Somali, and this guy gets basically punched 2 times and then does outrageous stuff in Seoul and ends up being taken in, arrested by the police, his passport taken. He gets tested automatically for drugs, which is a pretty much routine when you get arrested in Korea and they find out he's loaded with THC and stuff. So yeah, I would say he's got a lot on his plate. I'm looking at anywhere from a year to 29 years of imprisonment in Korea. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? Plus, your 2 YouTube channels have been terminated. So, how you like him now? Good old Johnny Somali, right? Somalia. Big problem. Big problem. So, right, that's the problem with social media. It reaches, and the guy even has a video out, one of his videos talking about he doesn't have any morals, he doesn't have any principles, and right, well, you see how that turned. That's how low you can go in social media these days. Well, I don't know, because the Air Resources Board meets this week, and in California we may have to have another tax increase here. I hope not, because this state is just about broken with the level of taxation that goes on. All right, what are we doing here, bro? I don't know how much more in taxes people can sustain. Right. And that's just a tribute to how poorly this state is run. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. Yeah, Casey Neistat. Thank you, Dorothy. Casey Neistat. He just eventually burned out. He sold his stuff to CNN, and then just kind of disappeared into the woodwork. I was kind of surprised how many more congressional districts went red in California. I think it's just I guess, I don't know. I mean, I underestimated the amount of people's frustration. I don't live out in these areas, you know what I mean? I'm in an urban area, and I'm kind of in an echo chamber here, so I don't know what the rest of the people were experiencing, but it was a profound change between 2020 and 2024. Well, you know, I don't really get involved in state politics, Board. I just comment. I don't have editorial opinions on things like that. I just comment on how much Casey Neistat moved to California. I'm not sure, Shemay. Rarely see anything about him. A lot of California went red. It was the cities that, well, I think the cities were always blue. I mean, we've always been blue here. So, I mean, it's right, and moved back to New York. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I thought he came out here a while and tried LA for a while, and didn't, eventually went back to New York. So, anybody wants to be supportive tonight, it's very appreciated. To all the people that served in the military, tomorrow is your day. I'm going to shout out tonight and say thank you for your military service. All of our wonderful veterans here. It's not Memorial Day, it's Veterans Day. We widen the scope of our gratitude here, and are very appreciative for your service. Thank you very much. John Brentford, extremely kind of you. You have been a consistent supporter and a kind person on my chat for years, and thank you very much. I'll be kicking in 100 myself as we go along tonight. My ultimate goal is to go to about 500. As I said, I earned that money from a portion of that money that I earned with that big project I did. Turning around. I might be seeing Paint King again this week. I'm not really sure. So we are supposed to have a little bit of rain come in for tomorrow. So that's going to put a little bit of a damper. Tuesday, I've gotten a lot of stuff done on the Rancho. As you guys know, I cleaned out the gutters and the rain spouts. I got the tree cut. So I don't feel guilty Tuesday if I go out and really try to just target Dungeness crabs for the first time here. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to not go for red rock crabs, but go for Dungeness. I appreciate everybody. I have a lot of veterans in the chat. Alan among them, and a lot of other people. Thank you so much for your service. That when the call came, you went, and I'm appreciative for that in my own life. Bobby, the boss, Joey D, Joe D. Parolis. We have who else? Monkey Boy, Mr. Z was in the Air Force and then the Army Reserve. So I mean. Right. I mean, I'm surrounded. My daughter's in the United States Space Force, and her husband is in the United States Air Force. So I'm surrounded by people that are giving it up for their country. So I'm very appreciative of all of you that served in the military. Something I never did. Yeah, there's Monkey Boy there. Monkey Boy, thank you for your service. Okay. Monkey Boy, another one that basically just destroyed his hips jumping out of planes and parachuting and going into Central America jungles and all that kind of crap. So thank you for your service. Also, shout out to Mr. Z for his service too. So a lot of people that we know, a lot of people in life that do that, and I mean, I think it's tremendous. Hey, Dr. Frankenstein, how are you? So Monkey Boy, I'm going to be coming down Sunday. I have a whole church to paint on the exterior. I don't know what my time is going to be, right? But I can't even think about a lot of stuff till I get that project done. I'm in the middle of the fundraiser. Well, I'm in the first third of the fundraisers about to close here, and you know, it's going to be very, very hard. It's going to be very hard slogging from here until the 2/3 point. So, you know, it's going to be stressful, but you know, I'm going to do the very best that I can. Dory Lynn, you're wonderful, honey. I know that you would be right there. I know that you'd be right there crabbing. I know that you would be right there climbing ladders, cleaning gutters. I mean, you're just a very, you've done plenty to help, Dory Lynn. You've been a good donor and a good friend for a lot of years. A lot of years. So I'm appreciative of that. There was a time you disappeared for a while. But then you're up. But as you say, you were always lurking and around. So yeah, all of you, thank you for your service. That have been helpful. Hey Nick, how are you? So we do have a tall order. I guess I'll be more nervous as we proceed over the coming weeks here because I do bite off a lot. But I can only do what I can do. Train just rolled in. Yeah, we're 23:15. I don't know if we'll make 3K tonight, but with my going in, it'll be 24:15 tonight, and then whatever we pick up, you know, even hitting 2,500 tonight would be quite an accomplishment going into next week. And then it's good content coming up this next week. The metal detecting today was really good. I was very happy with the metal detecting. Some unusual stuff today, and a very good day metal detecting. Just give you a little spoiler alert: a nice collector coin and some silver today. So that will be coming up this week. I also have the visit with the boss and Janet coming up. I have this Hollywood video coming up, commentary. And I will be doing some commentaries as requested. People have tagged me into certain videos and asked me to do commentaries. I haven't done that for 5 months, but I've collected some of these things that people want to talk about here. So I will be addressing them too. So we have 62 people. We only have 26 thumbs up tonight. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please take a second to hit the like button. It is very appreciated. Yeah, how is your recovery going, Monkey Boy? It's been, I guess about a month or so since you had your surgery. So I'm hoping that that's helped you a lot in terms of pain and all that. Yeah, happy Veterans Day. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it. I'm gonna make Salisbury steak tonight. I really enjoyed that the first time that I made it. With the red wine and the flavor in it, it was really, if it's as good as it was last time, I'm going to be very happy with the Salisbury steak. But I want to enjoy a cup of coffee first here tonight. Trying to think what else I have coming up. I have a short video. It's going to be on the B channel about the Tara and I schlepped around the burned out business. That was kind of sad out in Healdsburg there. So that video will be coming up. So there's a lot of content. I also have a commentary on the Federal Reserve and what function they serve, because I think it's the most misunderstood organization, quasi-government organization it's out there. Yeah, Monkey Boy had a good outcome for her surgeries, and that's wonderful. And I'm really happy. So we might be able to bop down to Hoover Dam this time, which would be great. We haven't been to Hoover in a couple years now. Get the big flashlights, the big lights, and head down to Hoover and get a little something to eat, even if it's A&W in town there in Boulder City. Uh, 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 I didn't see any big surprises in the NFL today, so uh, we have Shimei will tell you the season gets real this weekend with Pittsburgh and Baltimore kicking it off. The Ravens and the Steelers is traditionally one of the most bitter rivalries in the NFL, and they're going to be playing each other twice in the last month, which is probably going to be pretty brutal. There'll probably be injuries and stuff as a result of that. But I have to say, Russell Wilson's been doing well for the Steelers, and of course Lamar Jackson seems like he's just starting to hit stride now and really starting to be a real leader on the field, as opposed to just being somebody who's a quarterback. Somebody that has a lot more composure now in the NFL than when starting out. So lots of good content coming up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. It's going to get interesting also with the presidential transition coming up. I will have a commentary about reflecting on, what the vote says about America today, and what the future looks like. I think things unfolded in a way that really surprised a lot of people in this nation. And what does it say about the future? And what's the future look like in terms of the nation? Watch you sweeping off your private thing. Scared me watching. I don't like being up there, Judy. Right. But I got to do it. I'm not going to pay somebody $200 to come in and do that job, right? I'd rather take the money and put it into the fundraiser here. So, man, but I always say be careful. It's got to be swept off. I didn't have to sit around and work my butt around the edge and clean it out. But the test will come tomorrow. The rain will be here tomorrow. We do have a bit of rain coming in. It should clear off by tomorrow night. So Americans are fed up with it, and they spoke up. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I guess the media was in kind of an echo chamber, and was just unable to really put their pulse on the way that people were feeling in much of the nation. Hey, Angus Kisses, how you doing, sweetie? I think that's one thing that really surprised me. But then I came to see that there was there was a lot of steering going on both sides. I think journalism in America is pretty much dead. I hate to say that, but journalism in America is gone, and it's all influence programming now, which is kind of sad because it shows you how off the mark that some of these people can be in their predictions and stuff. And I use that example of the Iowa poll as something that I believe in my heart of hearts that was purposely arranged to try to steer voters pay to play. Yeah, so yeah, Hoover Dam. Uh, I'm not sure what that means, Noah, but uh, thank you, Mary, for your kindness. Very sweet person. Thank you, Mary. Mary, were you the one that sent me the thing for the persimmon cookies? Was that it? Uh, somebody sent me a recipe. Somebody sent me a recipe. What's up, Spirit in the sky? How are you? How are you? But oh, okay. Well, hey, Mary, thank you anyway for always being a fine supporter of the channel. I really, really appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you're on the channel. And you've always been supportive. So we'll have a lot to say going forward, and I think even the best intentions and the most strident promises are very difficult to keep when it comes to being elected and stuff like that, especially when we have a judicial system that is great for issuing injunctions and things like that. And they had a big article in the New York Times today how people were fearful of federal government cutting positions and all that kind of stuff. So it's a two-edged sword, right? But I think anybody would agree that we have to get back to a sane sized government, right? Spending. We need to bring government spending under control. Couldn't fit in a plane. They climbed on. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know. Yeah, all right. We're famous for that. We did that on the rooftops of Saigon too. Right. So, but Afghanistan hasn't really. It's been pretty stable. You don't really hear a lot in the news about that. The terrorists' ability to use Afghanistan as any type of base for stuff has just been totally neutralized. There's so much attention that's been brought to bear on Gaza and Israel and all that. I wonder if it's a good time for a political book. There'll be a lot of books that are written. Ronnie, I don't know how many you'd want to read or how many would be of interest to people. I mean, let's face it, people's number one interest is always their pocketbook, okay? And if people perceive that they're less well off than they were before, of course, who can blame them to ask them to look beyond their pocketbook and vote is a very difficult, if not an impossible thing to push beyond. That's the big thing that stands in economics is always number one in people's standards of living. I know I was shocked today that a lot of people have really been dumping on George Clooney. Finger pointing at him for writing that editorial in the New York Times a month ago telling Biden, or I guess back in August, that he should drop out of the race. This is what I mean. It's fruitless to point fingers, right? It's very fruitless to point fingers and say, this guy did it or that guy did it. It doesn't gain you anything, right? It's going to do nothing to change the future. It just further goes to show the minimization of the voice Hollywood. I was personally appalled to find out in disclosures that for being such a good friend of Kamala Harris, that Oprah Winfrey charged her and the Democrat $1 million for the interview. Right? I think that was really surprising to me that a good friend and an American would charge somebody that's running for office $1 million to sit down and have an interview, and then spend money on have to pay Katy Perry to entertain and all these people. I thought these people were all doing it because they loved, they loved the message and were just being stand-up people. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not bagging on Oprah, but I'm just saying, for me, I would appear for free if I believed in talk's not cheap. Well, if you have $3 billion, what's another $1 million, right? Right? You could have said, "I'll just." I don't know. You guys can, but I was really surprised that such a staunch Democrat would be so would charge of the vice president for that. Anyway, it's above my pay grade. It is what it is. I don't know, but I guess Bub D, how are you? So hopefully she'll bob up somewhere and get a good position and do something to be helpful in the future. I think she's got a lot of talent. Well, I don't know about Lizzo, but the only one I know about is Oprah, and I just thought, wow, you guys are good friends, right? And you're charging her $1 million to appear, and that's $1 million that donors paid for that. So I don't know. I don't know. Elon Musk charged Trump. Elon Musk donated like $50 million or something. So. Plus, they might give her a book advance. I think she has an interesting story to tell. She's still young. She can be of great value to this nation in the future. She could run for United States Congress. She could run for. I thought to myself, it might be nice to see her go back and be the mayor of Oakland. Right? She was born in Oakland, California. Right? And I thought, wow, a town that could really use somebody to really get in there, roll up the sleeves. And they just kicked out the mayor in a recall of Oakland. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if they could just pop her in there, being it's her hometown, and straighten that whole mess up there. Let's go over to this side. I have no idea, Dorlin, but I think Oprah is good friends with Kamala. I guess business is business. I don't know. I just don't know, but all right. I'm just going to move over here. Good old Jose Canseco. I love it. I remember Jose could pop that ball pretty good. Oh boy. Who knows? Maybe he will get into politics. I don't know. I mean, Elon Musk, he's still relatively young, right? Right. Anybody know how old Elon Musk is? I don't know myself how old he is. I said he in charge now because he bought his position. He was thinking about his company. What's up, Teraboo? How you doing, honey? I hope you appreciated I hope you enjoyed the video on there. Yeah, thumbs up. He's only 53 years old. Think of how accomplished at age 53 to have SpaceX and to have Tesla. It's a hell of a lot of accomplishment. Yeah, thank you, Tara. I'm glad you enjoyed it, honey. It was great to have you here. Darn kids, Crow, right? I'm over the taco. First Amendment rights, how are you? So, yeah, I hope she finds a good place to continue to be in government service. I think her heart's really into service for the public. I would think she could get some appointment maybe on some government board or something like that in the interim, and then maybe run for Congress or do something. Good to see you, First Amendment. Elon will be running Mars. He might not ever get back again, right? I'm not sure if I want to be shot at for a 3-year ride to Mars or whatever, and then have like what happened to the Boeing Starlink. I'm glad I lived in a time where money did not matter to who you trusted. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Hell, maybe Oprah donated the money to charity that she received. I mean, I'm not one to guess. I just thought, wow, I mean, this is your good pal that's running for office. So, I don't know. I don't know. You have to get 2/3 of the way to realize you forgot to have to turn around and come back. Yeah, we forgot our spud wrench. Right? We're going back to Earth. Right? I don't know, man. I'm doing good, Roxy. There's a lot of shit that can go wrong in a 3-year period. I mean, MR, thank you. Another third. It's got to be like the fourth time, I think. MR, thank you very much. Anybody else wants to be a hero tonight? We're trying to at least get past 2,500 tonight and hit the gas pedal. Oops, they're closed. Sorry. Hit the gas pedal towards our ultimate goal. So thank you. Who else? I never really knew Tim Walz that well. I don't even know JD Vance that well. All right. I don't even know. Right. I don't know what the future holds for either of these. Um, right. Tim Walz, I never really knew. I never really knew JD Vance. I mean, the name was unknown to me before this election year. She might have done better to choose somebody from Pennsylvania. I'm not sure. You can have a lot of that goofy Monday morning quarterback and then all that stuff. But I don't know. There's going to be some tough decisions in the coming months. Like I said, I hate to say this, but I feel very confident that somebody's going to take another shot at the president-elect here. I told Tara that. I said I just don't see this. The way people are inflamed out there, and these people that are having meltdowns on social media and stuff about the election. It just takes one person to be really over the top, a real loon to do something like that. So it's I'd hate to see that. So please tap the like button. MR, good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Enjoying the fall. I've really been enjoying the fall. Was the election to blame for the lead? Judith. I should hire you to be my rent collector here. Right. Seeing Biden should resign so Kamala can become president. I think of what you're on. What's your thoughts? Geez, I don't know, Noah. Okay, man, I don't know. They were talking about Sotomayor retiring so that a Supreme Court justice could be appointed. I don't know. I got no idea. Right. It's so far above my pay grade. Right. My back is out, and I am. Oh no, Kathy. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Twisted, how are you? What's going on, Kathy? I hope you feel better soon. I hope you feel better soon. But I see the chances of President Biden resigning as zero. I don't think he's going to step aside. I hate to say, I don't think there was really any love lost between President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. I know how he feels about Nancy Pelosi kind of pushing him out and orchestrating some behind the scenes pressure. So I don't think he's really a happy camper. I would be, because I get to go to the place in Rehoboth and just retire and enjoy life a little bit after 30 plus years. After 30 plus years of government service, whatever. I don't know. But I think in another week things will die down and people will be more in a holiday mood right now. Tara and I were just astounded watching the flow of meltdown videos that came, and I guess people were caught so totally off guard. I don't know, that the reactions were some of the most brutal I've ever seen post-election. I don't know. Yeah, things will start shifting into holiday mode. And then the hard business of government begins, right? You want to deport people. Well, there'll be a lot of roadblocks in your way, right? There'll be a lot of judges issuing injunctions and others. I don't know why, but, that's how overpowered the judiciary's become these days. First Amendment rights, thank you, $20. Thank you, my friend. What were the videos just saying? They were screaming, and one girl kicked it was mainly young white women. One of them kicked the TV in her house, and then the other one they were screaming that the 4Bs, they're going to withhold sex and everything, and that it's men's fault, that this, that, and the other. But any of you that have been around a while know, and I told Tara this too, women ain't always squarely 100% behind other women. Okay, I mean, this is really a mistaken. This is really a mistaken idea that if you're a woman, you're automatically going to be boosting up another woman. I remember my jobs and stuff over the years, how women would often sabotage other women in the workplace, and I think a lot of the same stuff. Men tend to play well together, and women can really be a bit catty when it comes to what another woman's getting and all that. So I think the meltdown had to do with the surprise about why women weren't uniformly for Vice President Harris. Yeah, I don't know, but I thought, another couple weeks they'll be in holiday mood. They'll get over it and go back to school, live your life, and live. But I don't think women always boost and believe in wanting other women to get ahead. I just don't see that as part of the makeup. Wow. Yeah, I know you do. You're a tough bird there, Kathy. You're very tough. So we'll see what happens, right? All right, we'll see what happens. You see, in defiance to what happened with the election results of California becoming more red, that Newsom has called a special legislative session for December. So it doesn't seem like the will of the people is being respected in that regard. But like I said, who am I to say? That might be a very shallow analysis of it. Probably this desire to set up a sanctuary state or things like that. I don't know. Hey, Sergeant, how are you? What's going on? Uh, what is going on? It's good to see you. On your own, I am. Angela Wood, how are you? Good to see you tonight. What is going on with you on Salisbury Steak Sunday? Tyson. I saw, Dory Lynn, you had a video of why Tyson's going to win. It was pretty cool. Oh, no, big doings, man. Big doings. And your Detroit Lions play tonight, Dory Lynn. Can't wait till that fight, huh? It's a shame Howard Cosell isn't around anymore. Not going to be as free. I don't know. I don't like to really predict what's going to happen too much in the way of politics, because I can tell you this: things aren't going to be as good as the right is expecting, and they're not going to be as bad as the left is expecting. They're going to be somewhere in the middle. Let's see. Noah says, I didn't know Rachel Maddow makes $30 million a year for a 1 hour show. Yeah, well, I don't know about a woman's wrath, but I just think it was kind of a mistake to think that all women would be squarely behind Kamala Harris. There's a lot of women that get, I hate to say, I saw it in the workplace for years at Royal Bank of Canada and other places I worked, that sabotage other women. Oops. Guy came to get a coffee. It ain't happening. On the little moped. Yeah. Our little mopeds. Our little Chinese mopeds. There we go. Ooh. So I don't think it'll be as bad as the left thinks or as good as the right thinks. It'll somewhere in the middle. Tony says, I'm so glad that we can, yeah, you can get on with your life. Yeah, you can get on with your life. Yeah, there you go, Dory. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Just, right, these little mopeds, these little motors, all these little Chinese made stuff. I think the other surprising thing, Naomi, that was coming out is how the Latino vote went for Trump, which was something I never would have predicted 10 years ago. But I guess as they move into the workforce, as they move into the American society and get more integrated, I don't know, guys always did well in the underground. And they will continue to do so today, right? I don't see any threats coming anywhere for that. So, it's not the America of 50 years ago. Ooh. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Man, I hope they're not starting to roast coffee beans. Can you see me a little bit in the light a little better here? I could probably move back a foot. I am Irish, English, German, and Alsatian. So basically you're mutt. All right, mostly Irish. There we go. Nino can see me. I hate to sit in the dark. This time of year, I have a really difficult time. If I put that down, that might. Somebody's charring big meat right there. I'm just hoping they don't start blasting those. I'm hoping they don't start blasting those beans in there. Whoa! Even Tara thought, "Wow, man." Are we cooking rubber over here? Are we vulcanizing rubber or something over here? It was kind of crazy. So like I said, it's going to be interesting coming up. I mean, Jerome Powell, good for him. He said he's not stepping down no matter what. If he's in for a term as Federal Reserve Chairman, he's in for a term as Federal Reserve Chairman. So, Spirit in the Sky. Yeah, well, Spirit in the Sky, we're always happy to see you. Yeah, it smells like gym socks on the fly. My long life never changed with a new president. Yeah, I was going to say, Judy, you can let all this mess right. You can let it go. You cannot do anything about it. I live next. That's why I don't drink coffee. Dory Lynn, it is terrible here. I don't know why. When I went up to Virginia City and they're roasting beans up there, they smelled so good. These smell so horrific. How will he get out of Congress? Question. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means. Get out of school? I don't know. Right. The Fed guy. How will he get out of... He's already in his appointment, right? There's no grounds to remove him. I think Jerome Powell has done a fine job as Federal Reserve Chairman. I don't think I would have cut interest rates the last time because you risk a speculative blow-off. Yeah, but there's no grounds to impeach him, right? Right? You have to have certain events, high crimes and misdemeanors. And Jerome Powell is about as vanilla milquetoast as you can get. So, and the reason why is they think everything's going to be peaches with the economy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really see it, but I didn't talk to him, so I don't really know. I was just kind of surprised about it. But I was happy that he appointed that woman to be his White House chief of staff. I thought that was a good move to empower women. Right off the bat there, I thought that's a good move. This seems like a very capable, can-do, low-profile woman who doesn't really care about the spotlight and just doing the job for the people, which I like, and somebody that can tell them to tone it down and chill out, which is good. Oh, man. Yeah, she's a good pick, I think. I mean, she's had a very low profile, and there's some... Hit it a little harder next time.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is innocently clear.
The guy hit the door into the truck so hard. I mean, why the hell not? Why not just slam the doors open all the time? Shit. Jam I could live with. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, how mad can I get at the old duffer? So, Shimei, where do we stand now? People ding doors. No, this guy's just, I don't know. I don't know. No, the door's not dented. I mean, I don't know. I wanted the guy to be aware you're just opening your door into people. It's the older guy and his wife, so. They're going over to have some blintzes and some dinner. Right, the gassy Grandma Express. These people just have no concept of what they do. Right. It's like, hit it a little harder next time, bro. We need peace too much. There will be peace in the valley below. I try to be easygoing, Callie. I try to appreciate everybody's point of view. Because ain't nobody got a stranglehold on the truth, or nobody's got a stranglehold on the future. I've had as many predictions go wrong as right, so it's always good to maintain an air of humility and humbleness, and keep your ears open to what other people are telling you. Right? Don't get embedded in a position, and always seek out diversity in what people are telling you. Don't hang around echo chambers, because echo chambers just serve a purpose. And anybody that thinks news organizations are independent and operate in the spirit of journalism today has another thing coming. It's my biggest disappointment with America today is the collapse of journalism is gone. It's the age of influencers now. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I think they just fired up the roaster. I think they just fired up the roaster. I can't be sure, but I got a feeling. I don't know why these coffee beans smell so bad compared to other places. Tara is the queen of stiff coffee. Be like one with nature. See the base mass down the little California. I don't know. Be one with nature. Just recognize the reality of what people's intentions are these days. And if you go to the places that just that just reinforce your own beliefs, then you're not really opening your mind to counter opinions, which means things can escape your notice. And they can come along and just shock you, like what just happened in the last week or so. I mean, I think at last count, President Trump was up to like 310 electoral votes or something. So every swing state went his way, every single one of them. Who saw that coming? Right? Yeah, there you go, Amanda. So if you listen to both sides, then you're not as shocked about what comes in the what comes in the future, and people like ran that Iowa poll ought to be ashamed of themselves for being that far off the mark. And I think the one lesson to me, my biggest takeaway was I'll never believe polls. The days of polls being unbiased are long gone. Bought some jumbo beef. Gonna make some sliders with Hawaiian bread. Should be delicious. Sounds like it's gonna be good, Twisted. Ready to start anew in 2025. Those Teslas sound so weird when they're backing up. Sound so weird. I don't know. And weed was not passed in Florida. As I said before, Florida is something that really shocks me. Thank you, Sergeant. Like I said, in the year 2000, when they were, hey Bubble, how are you? When they were counting Chads, and it was Vice President Gore and Governor Bush running for president, and I thought, wow, this is going to be a hell of a razor thin from now on. And then I was shocked how red it had become, and how such a toss-up state just became, because I figured the number of people moving down from New York, but then I figured people moving down there, they probably wanted to escape the taxation of New York and places like that. Because I believe that, I don't think Florida has a state income tax. I could be wrong. So I don't know. Somebody said it's not really hard to get a medicinal medical card. I don't know. I don't know. But I was really shocked how things have become so much more conservative in such a short period of time. Yeah, I don't think it's hard to get a card. Sometimes I get the urge to take a sledgehammer to the side of this guy's car. Hey. Oh, shit. Hey, Ward, what's going on? Ay, 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 what's going on? There will be peace in the valley. Well, one way or another, they get you. Right. Property taxes somewhere else. And then there's no free lunch anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised. It's just a pushback against all this woke and, Hollywood's BS and crap that they put out now, and, a cultural revolution, you might say. I was surprised even Saturday Night Live roasted Harris after the election. It was pretty brutal. They said her pronouns are has and been. I thought that was a little brutal. Yeah, happy birthday, United States Marine Corps, my favorite branch. Yeah, can you believe that? That was Saturday Night Live. Well, I don't know, GTB. I would never have said it. I mean, goodness sake, that's my vice president right now. Embezzlement. Jeez. Yeah, to the shores of Tripoli. Yeah, I don't know, Ronnie. I mean, reminds me of Jesus. One Sunday you're rolling into Jerusalem and everybody's loving you, putting palms down, and next you're hanging on a cross. Like, okay, that went south in a hurry, right? I mean, all of a sudden they just tossed her to the wolves. Right? Have a little bit of decency. All right, let's see if we can get in. We got a tight squeeze. I don't know. We got this guy right on our tail here. There could be people walking on the sidewalk. We wouldn't know because it's so dark. Oh, these people put up an outdoor tent like I have. That's kind of cool. Like a party tent. That's kind of cool. That might be worth walking down and taking a look at. That's pretty cool. I don't know. That's pretty wild. Yeah, I take my time when I'm back here. Yeah, I don't like the trust and believe. I don't like this. And then tomorrow's going to be a layer of misery with rain. All right. How you doing, June? I don't know why we still fight about this daylight savings time. It should have been resolved a long time ago. All right, let's go have a cocktail. I haven't had peanuts in a few days. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they stole his bike, and he saw a bike over by the liquor store. He walked over, and it was leaning against the pole. The guy must have seen him coming or something. Oh, man. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds like some real party action tonight. The hood is aflame tonight. Oh, brother. Let's see, it looks like a cat-free zone tonight, which is nice. Yeah, they're down there partying it up. Maybe later we'll take a walk down there. All right, let me get set up here. Hello, Blackbird. How are you? How was your...
Right now, but something.
What is it?
It's one. I'm not working. A hard time for me because it's stupid.
Well, it's a hard time. Then it's a hard
ATM
time.
doesn't work.
Okay. Well, maybe tomorrow it will. So,
Tomorrow I have no more money yet. Tomorrow's
You
like
said the
Veterans
ATM.
Day.
You said the ATM.
Yeah, I did not work
Yeah,
today, so I had to go
this
buy
week.
something.
I don't mean tomorrow. I didn't know. I didn't know it was going on today.
So I'm trying. Tomorrow's Monday. I can't work. There's nothing of it. Gotta wait till next week. And I don't have a real job. I'm scraping. Luckily, they're putting me to work at this one job site.
Okay.
It's small. Nothing to do. So, we went through this last month, this month, so, okay.
All right.
I don't want to go through it.
I don't either. But
So if it'll make it easier,
I don't want to go through it, but I have no choice.
because I'm late. The same thing like last month. How in the fuck am I going to pay my rent?
There's a lot of seasonal hiring going on right now.
So I don't want to be a problem to you, Rosie.
Well, you just figured it out then. There's a lot of seasonal hiring going on now.
Me personally, I don't know if I have what it takes to move Christmas trees around for all day long. I might be too old. I mean, in my mind, yeah, you got your, but no, in reality, I don't know. Monday might be easier. Tree, I think we've got one tree. We've doing it for 8 hours. Rosie, maybe we could go drop this stuff off. That not done.
I would take it all. You just strip it and it doesn't get stripped. It just sits here.
I have. I have
It's not going to happen. Why not? Why not just get what you can now, and then start fresh again?
because I saved the best stuff that needs to be stripped.
Well, it's not being stripped. Let me just be right, there we go. All right. I think your team won today. I think the Chargers won today.
Oh, really? I'm not too
Yeah.
happy with them because they gave the 49ers like quarterback, right?
Well, they're 6-3. They
Yeah,
won
it's
27.
not bad.
Yeah, they beat
They
Tennessee.
playoffs.
They beat Tennessee 27-17.
fucking
So they're
hell,
6-3. That's
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
moving up.
That's not bad, right?
It's not bad, yeah.
So all is not lost.
And how's your team doing?
They're doing okay. The Ravens and the Chargers play the 25th of November.
Oh, it's coming up. Oh, we gotta get some beer. I take it, right?
We'll have a watch party.
Right.
The Chargers are doing good, man. Right.
Yes, the thing is, the 49ers are quarterback. Like,
Well, they're doing all right, Bert. They're winning games.
49ers,
Right.
we're watching the news. They had a really good game against Tampa Bay, and it was like a nail biter, and they won.
They're doing good. Enjoy it. Because it's hard to get to a Super Bowl, man. It's very hard to get to a Super
Because
Bowl.
everyone else has a ring. I want to see Chargers
Yeah.
get a ring.
They're-
Chargers got no ring.
Yeah.
No, none.
I know you want to see them have a ring. I know you do.
That was why lightning bolt rage.
As long as it's not at the expense of the Ravens.
Huh?
All right, let me get the side chat on here.
So Rosie, we doing? Gonna go crab fishing stuff?
I hope to on Tuesday. I did a lot of work here over the weekend, so I feel like I'm in pretty good shape.
Too many people tomorrow?
Yeah, because tomorrow's a holiday, plus it's going to be raining tomorrow.
Oh, what did you say was going on? You told me something was going. Is it missing?
That was last night.
Oh, what was it?
The winter blast down in the art district with the sofa parade, the library.
Oh, we missed it.
Well, I was there.
Oh, oh, darn it! What was it? The winter parade?
It was called Winter Blast.
Oh shit!
Well, in mid-December, the Penn Grove Lighted Tractor Parade happens, and that's a big one.
Really?
Everybody decorates their tractors and trucks with lights and stuff and rolls through the center of town. It's much better than what this thing was. So
It was a trip. I was in Fortuna, right? And they got a tractor thing too, right? Like hot rods and cars and stuff. We got tractors.
yeah, tomorrow's Veterans Day and it's going to be raining anyway.
Oh yeah.
So-
But the guy who had the most all these right next door to Jenna, the construction, you got all these tractors here?
The Penn Grove one's really cool though, because it's like 100 lighted vehicles going by. And it's right up Main Street, and it's really cool. And everybody's in a party mood. And they had free beer there last year.
Oh, nice. Because at Fortuna, they got like a pig and stuff, real sick. Like, help yourself,
Pretty
Oh, that'd
funny.
be awesome.
Pretty funny. All right. All right, guys. Time for me to do my thing now. Kick in my next 100. This will put us over, I believe. Shimei, this will put us over 2,500, I think. God love you, Alan. All right.
Alexa, commercial work on the real life.
Hey, Justin, how are you? Good to see you.
I don't like commercials. Help me. Oh,
All right, there we go. Yeah, we all love you, Alan Gentry. All right, please tap the like button. It is appreciated. Hi, Linda. How are you? How are you? Yeah. I'm right in here pitching with you guys. Trust and believe. I didn't work my ass off to just sit on the side by lines and glory in my own money. So I'm painting that church and providing the paint, the labor, and the lift and all that stuff. So I'm right there with you guys. And that's totally different than what this is for. So it is nice that we have now moved over 2,500. I really wanted to try to make it to the 1/3 mark. So I guess we'll just have to be happy. I don't know. Yeah, 2,570 now. So that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. So at the end, I'm pledged to at least put 500 into the happily into the process. Watching several different streams. Yeah, it's climbing. Some nights is good. It's all good, but I mean, some nights are a little quicker than others. Just have to be rolling. Wow, Cobra John, thank you. I think Cobra John, that's like the 5th time Cobra John is donating. Just put us up to an even 2,600. Cobra John, you're certainly making up for all those. Thank you, Ward, Canadian 5, thank you. Cobra John, you're making up for all those years that you were a slacker. Like, I'm never donating to any of these birds again, man. Are you kidding me? One of my greatest memories on YouTube is Cobra John. And when the whole Tucker situation came down, it was like, this guy's like, I'll never believe these birds again on this thing. You got your eyes open like I did in 2015. Your eyes were your eyes were opened in 2019. I always believed that people would do what they said they were going to do. And YouTube was the first time that I met people that had no intention of doing what they said that they were going to do. Listen to that party. My birthday's Friday. If you want to make my days a great one, please donate today. Well, happy birthday, Cobra John. You seem so much younger than me. I don't think 80 is just what it used to be. I mean, I'm seeing the people that are at their 98 years old going on 50-mile bike rides. Like, damn. I told you, we got a guy at church, lives down the street here, drives his truck in every day. And back 3 months ago, like September 1st or something like that. Sometime like mid-September, they announce in church, and we want to do a very special birthday to Ted. I'm not going to give his last name. On his 100th birthday. And this guy's like part of the team that helped build part of one of the church buildings, and this guy's sharp as can be. Drives his Ford Ranger every day with his, and one day he shows up like last month, with his lumber rack on top, and I'm like, man, what are you doing? He's like, I got a big project I got to do. Shit, man. Right? I mean, wow. I thought to myself, if I'm not cool and I'm still out doing building projects at that age, oh man. Matote's doing good. Thank you, Cobra John. Anyway, you're wonderful. Thank you, Ward. Thank you, Ward. I think if you keep moving, you'll be all right in life. It's when you sit down and prop back in that easy chair, that's when stuff starts to seize up like the Tin Man and oil, oil, oil. Right? Yeah, great atmosphere. So I thought this guy is so sharp. And I mean, can you imagine? Yeah, I got a big building project up on. And I thought he was like 70 or something, 75. And I was like, wow. That's why I'm not here 12 hours. You're cool, Cobra John, but you're out there decorating for holidays. I have a feeling he must be a heck of a family guy too, you know. Right. But I have so many memories of Cobra John over the years, and just like he must have turned to his family. I don't know if he's married or whatever. And said, "That's the end of that crap. I'm never doing that again." Yeah, Christmas decor just starting now. So you notice like Cobra John always has something that you're looking forward to, right? And that's like the magnet that keeps pulling you ahead. And you just reprioritize yourself. I tell people when you start to do stuff for other people, that's when you really feel satisfied in life, and you really feel like life has its highest purpose at that point. To go against the natural tide of dog eat dog, and to thumb your nose at that and say, no, I don't fall for the natural order of existence. I choose to rise above it. Yeah, having projects or something to look forward to. Yeah, I missed you, Dory Lynn. Right? But I suspect, Dory Lynn, that you had a heck of a story to tell. Or have a heck of a story to tell. And, you know, you're not one to share private things, but I'm just saying that there's a story in there. Yeah, we do need more content. We're not going to be denied the Christmas one. We're not going to be denied the Christmas content. It's going to be a month to celebrate. That's going to be a month to celebrate the fundraiser. It's going to be a month we turn to other people, and there's just, oh, my story is a long, it's a long one. So please tap the like button, guys. We're trying to get the likes up tonight, and I'm very blessed with the people that are here. Anonymous, thank you very much for 50. Look at that. It's probably somebody that's donated a ton of times. We'll never know who you are, but the big guy will. And that's the only thing that really counts at the end of the day. So thank you, Anonymous, for your kindness. Well, maybe we'll hit the target for our 1/3 mark, right? That first third. And then we enter the Badlands, right? That second third is like, oh my God. Rosie, shut up, right? I mean, Jesus, you ever gonna put a quirk in it, right? You're turning this upside down. You're shaking this down. Right? Yeah, that's what I do, right? But I make sure I'm shaking and baking right along with you guys. So that's beautiful. It's all about new story now. Making it up as I go. Yeah, and that's kind of cool. You're young, Dory Lynn. You can reinvent yourself, and that's a good thing. Right? What am I making for dinner? You know, a while back, I always had a low opinion of Salisbury steak because it was something that came in like a Swanson's dinner. And then I made it. And I said, this is one of the greatest tasting dishes that I've had. Yeah, I'm not in a rush tonight. I'm just enjoying myself a little bit, the company. I'll donate. It's impossible. Ask the boss. He said, you never shut up. You never just sit back and just reflect and be quiet. Ah, that's right. I'm Irish. I like to flap my lips and talk a lot. All right. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even down at St. Joe's, sometimes I think Father Creer is just kind of like cloistered himself a little bit away from Amanda Hug and Kiss would be like, well, of course. Did he take your call this week? Like finding that, right? He's a quiet, contemplative person, and you're in there just babbling away. I love Amanda Hug and Kiss. That was funny, Amanda. Of course, he's ducking your calls and everything. You're like a bull in a china shop. You come in there and. I do love you guys so much. You're wonderful. Your family. Our love and our joy transcends politics, and that's the best part of the whole thing. One of the Marines' biggest achievements is the Marines defeated the Japanese in Iwo Jima. One battle among many, Sergeant. One battle among many. That's why I'm not always crazy about revisionist history about the atomic bomb and all that. When I think of how many people would have lost their lives invading the islands there, and island by foot with suicide bombers, and you need to make a short no, I don't do that, bro. Right. I took a lot of crap that night anyway. Like, oh, you were laughing. I was drunk, man.
You said no. Right. No means no, yes means yes, right? But then she said, well, I thought you better. Or so, and then you said yes.
I'm glad, Amanda. I can't ever imagine this chat without you and your graciousness and your fun.
So what is it?
Plus, you had to be dancing on air yesterday when Ole Miss beat the hell out of Georgia. Yesterday, right? Didn't they beat Georgia yesterday? Or who the hell did they beat yesterday? Did Ole Miss? Yeah, I think Ole Miss dispatched Georgia yesterday. So I remember having diarrhea after my first interviews. Rosie talking. It's like, oh shit, man. I don't know. It's the curse of being Irish or whatever. It's like, yeah, sorry. When are you going to start cooking, right? Some nights I just sit here and talk, and I never get around to cooking, right? It's just the way it goes. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Let me check the new total tonight. We are at, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 2653. How about that? We are on our way to the big house there. That really makes me feel, what a great way to spend the month of November. Walmart has a good apple cider. It's a little cheaper than most. Oh no, don't run in the house. Pardon me. Shemay, we're almost out to the 30-yard line, right? Yeah, God bless all of our veterans, yes. Every single one of them. Funny thing is, Crow, exactly a year earlier, I was out here with Mr. Z, and I did the same damn thing. Same cracked rib, same deal. So, right. I didn't know how bad, these chairs are, we should have sued Walmart, right? Because, we get to drinking and Rosie Jr. Yeah, it's a Rancho tradition, so, I mean, that's like the worst pain I ever had was a cracked rib. Shit, that was bad. Guys, that was bad. B-A-D-D, bad. I mean, I couldn't get any relief. I had to sleep in a the recliner for 3 months. Every time I took her, there's not a damn thing that you can do about it. Well, we celebrate them on Memorial Day, Alan. Right. Thank goodness most of them, the great overwhelming majority of people came home. There will be peace. I had my first gummies. And then in January 2023, I never had another one again. What is a Rotel tomato? I've never even heard of a Rotel tomato. Left elbow. Well, that can hurt too, like an elbow. I hated it when I would hit my funny bone. Tomatoes with chilies. Okay, it's not something I think I want. I don't want chilies with tomatoes. Oh boy. There's Mark. Drain grease, put in a grinder and dump in everything, cook for 6 hours. I don't know. It sounds like a very, very high fat recipe. I don't know. I don't really do cream cheese or sour cream or thing like that. All right, I'm gonna start getting the ingredients together here. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. All right, anybody else wants to be a hero? It is appreciated.
We're gonna have to sing like that. What's that, Garment?
A lot of partying going on in the neighborhood. So I'm going to gradually, this is the tomato paste that I put up.
Are you sure, babe?
Ground beef.
Like, in capital letter?
Worcestershire sauce. We got some red wine, Kendall Jackson Cabernet Sauvignon. All right.
That was Dolly saying that. Oh, shit. I think she's being nice, to be honest with you. What's that?
I'm going to use the skillet. That's mushrooms, onion, garlic. Best thing I did was start getting the garlic that's already peeled. Oh, that makes it so much easier to work with. So much easier. Good night, Shimei. All right. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
They're all good.
Interesting in this recipe, they don't want you to use onion or garlic. They want you to use onion powder and garlic powder. So we're going to put this away. No, you got to get out of here. You can't go in the house. You'll whiz up everything. All right, let's see. We need some bread. Luckily, we got bimbo bread. We're still working on this bimbo bread, right? Everybody likes bimbo bread. All right, let's see. We need an egg. Holy smokes! Is it always this much like we did? We got the egg, Worcestershire breadcrumbs, garlic powder. We need salts. We got pepper, ground beef. We need oil. Mushrooms so we need the butter. We do need an onion. Son of a bitch. Pardon my language. baby being this complicated. Look at all these ingredients, man. We got salt, butter, onion, now tomato paste, red wine. We need chicken stock. Whew. Had to open a new olive oil too. All right, finally I think I got the cutting board. My hands are clean. All right. Finally we can get going here. Oh man. No, I'm not making meatloaf. Mix egg, breadcrumbs, Worcestershire garlic powder, onion powder. So we're gonna put the beef in first. My hands are miraculously clean. Used before October 2022. Close enough. We're going to put the big meat in. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. There we go. Put that aside. We're going to break this up a little bit with our spoon. Man, everywhere I got cats jumping around here. We're going to break this up with our spoon. Right. And we're not going to use a whole onion for the sauce. So this time I'm going to add a little bit of onion. Don't destroy that thing. These cats are so unruly. So unruly. All right, here we go. Anybody else wants to donate tonight, it'd be super appreciated. I know we still got a long way to go. Don't even look up at the table. Don't even look that direction. Okay, don't even look at it. All right, we're going to do a little bit of finely chopped onion here. Got a new knifing technique. Oh, look at that. New knifing technique. Right on in there. You don't eat onions, okay? You better slow your roll down, Jack. All right, we're gonna put the Worcestershire sauce. 2 tablespoons of Worcester. This will about kill this. I think that's just about it. Yeah, we killed that. All right. Worcestershire garlic powder. And they're looking at 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So we're going to put this baby in. So we're gonna go with the full teaspoon here. This is his third world spice company. Pop that baby in. Are you gonna murder me? Huh? Then we're going to reduce a little bit of the onion powder here. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. And we're going to reduce that too, because we do have some onion in there, but I love the flavor of onion. You're digging into me. You're digging into me. You're digging into me, all right? Oh, wow. Okay, we need the breadcrumbs. We're going to take 2 pieces of bread here. We're going to dispatch this bread. Always protect your fingers. We're crumbing this, more or less. Okay. We're going to riffle that a little bit in there. All right, now we're going to drop an egg in. We need to put some pepper in. We need 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I like a little more peppery. Your mileage may vary. So here we go. This is rough coarse pepper. I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of that. I'm not going to kill it. So, breadcrumbs, we're going to put the egg in. If you're not good at cracking an egg, get good at it. What can I tell you? Add beef mixed with clean hands until mixture becomes tacky. There we go. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to mix all of that up in there, all right? Then we're going to get our hands into the brew. Our salt in. Now's a good time to add our salt in, a teaspoon of salt right into our mixture. So please tap the like button. It is appreciated. And we're going to get our skillet here. Okay, let's get our skillet over here. We're going to form these into really nice patties. Make sure your hands are clean, okay? All right, pull up your sleeves. Get a paper towel ready before you need it. All right. Best not to look at it, just get in there and do it. I'm going to put some oil in the skillet here and then form these patties. Oil in the skillets. Different way of thinking. I don't know. Everything comes from China. How many? What is it? And make sure that that's worked all the way around. So we get a good even coating there. Right. Now we're going to go ahead and form our stuff into patties here. All right. And they're supposed to kind of be oblong. Just like that. There's one. There's number 2. You just form it into a log first and then kind of compress it. Just like so. There's number 2. Here's number 3. Form it into a log first, and then compress it, and then do number 4 here. So all I'm doing that is putting that into a log and then compressing it, and then you're supposed to dimple it a little bit. All right. No, don't you dare. I know what you're thinking. No. No. Get down there. Get off the table. Go on. All right, we're going to go over here and cook these babies up. I can't take my eye off of this cat. All right, here we go. Here we go, right here. Fire this up. Down. Here we go, right here. We're going to put the heat to these, and then at the end we're going to make the sauce for it. So let's put some fire in the hole here. We're going to get that baby good and hot. Whenever you put something into a skillet, you always want to move it a little first. Okay? Always move it a little bit. We're going to turn this down a little bit. Keep moving them a little bit. That way you avoid the stickage. Okay? Turn that low. We're going to let that cook about 3 or 4 minutes on each side there. We're going to transfer them to the plate here. So turn this low. And I'm going to keep moving them a little bit. want no stickage at all on that, okay? Nice and low. Let that get really firm up on the bottom. I'm only compressing a very slight little bit here. We don't want these to be like hockey pucks. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so.
I kind of think there's more touchdowns with that Staple Dad. I like the way.
See if we can find our other wood.
I didn't know what I'm sure.
I'm using Cabernet Sauvignon for this. Kendall Jackson. Very good name in wine. Now I think we can carefully turn this over. Now it should have no problem sticking together. All right, that's looking good. That is looking good. These will be returned to the skillet when we finally put the sauce over top of them. The sauce is part 2 of the Salisbury steaks. It's not as simple as people think it is. This recipe takes a little bit of time. Definitely takes a little bit of time. But it's sticking together really well, and that's what we want.
Well, we got this stuff. That we got.
When we're done, we're going to remove some of this oil here.
We're waiting for Tiger. The Tiger is trying for us. I know it's right. We get this stuff. We already ate that yet.
I'm going to put these on the plate.
Give it some time light.
Try a little. We'll see how that's going to taste. I'm going to remove a little bit of this oil. Now, melt butter. We're going to use, how much butter are we going to use? 4 tablespoons. I don't know if we need that much. Let's get the butter up. We did bring the butter out. I don't think we need that much. underfoot, I'm gonna fall over you. I'm gonna fall on you one day. I'm gonna let that melt. Water there. Okay. Let that melt. We're gonna put in. We're supposed to have some thyme too. I bought that fresh thyme. Let me grab that.
Gordon Ramsay.
The thyme. How much thyme are we gonna use? They say 2 sprigs of fresh thyme. That smells good. So that's like 2 sprigs right there. 2 sprigs of it. Ooh, that already smells good. And we're gonna cut up this onion here. Here we go. We're going to throw the onion in there. All right. What else are we going to put in? Flour and tomato paste. So we need a little bit of flour too. How much flour? 2 tablespoons of all-purpose. I'm going to wash my hands here, Rosa. I'm waiting for the day I'm going to fall over you. It's going to be a bad day for you, and it's going to be a bad day for me. The tomato paste will be 1 tablespoon. So let's make the onions translucent here. Let's fire her up. This is just the chopped sauce for this. Add some mushrooms here. This is all the sauce that goes over top of these. back that heat way down. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour to it. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. This is the tomato paste I made myself here. Still enjoying that. If you didn't see the video, it's on the channel. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And lastly, we're going to add our wine to it. We also have to add our chicken broth here. So we're going to cook that up until the tomato paste darkens a little bit. What the heck was that? I don't know what the hell that is. It makes a really nice sauce to put over top. And lastly, we want 1/3 of a cup of red wine in here. And this red wine really makes the difference. And another shake of Worcestershire. This really makes a difference here. It takes it from being just a routine dish to something really special. And we're going to let that thicken up real good. Oh, that looks wonderful. That looks amazing. Let's have a little taste of that. Man, that's good. Alright, and that is done. Alright, let's turn the heat off now. Alright, and now I think we're ready to put a few things away and serve it up. How about it? Alright, there we go. Let's put the battery pack back on. Okay. We're going to serve it up. I think I'm going to put a little more. I have beef. I'm going to put a little more beef stock in to loosen it just a little bit. And then we're going to put these back in the pan just to do their final heat up. We're going to put these back in the pan for their final heat up to come together with the mushroom sauce and everything. All right. So let's heat this up and let it thicken a little bit. Real official. That looks like the real deal right there. Turn that way down. We're gonna put our patties back in there. Okay. Just like so. And we're gonna let that all come together there. Spoon that over top. And I don't even think we need to heat them. Make sure that turns off all the way. And that's it. Alright, turned off all the way. There we go. And that's it. And we are ready to enjoy. So once it hits the plate, we just spoon that all over top of it. Let me tell you, that's a 10-4 dish right there. So I'm gonna go get my plate and I'm gonna enjoy. All right. All right, there we go. All right. Here we go. So let's get this wide angle and enjoy. All right.
I think someone else is here. I mean, you got any girlfriend since
Best to eat these with a little bit of red wine.
you got more of that. More of
But, all right, here we go.
You like that. You better like that. Right? We could.
One, put on there. Let's get number 2 on there.
Hold on.
These things look so good. All right, there they are. That's it, with all the sauce on them. Everything right there. Thumbs up are appreciated, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, it is appreciated. So I am hungry. So I'm going to tuck into these babies right here. Don't need any potatoes. Don't need any side dish. All right. Don't need anything. That's it. That's it right there. I mean, that really, with that wine reduction, makes it really good. Thank you, Lord, for what I am out to eat from your bounty. Grateful for everybody in my chat and all their wonderful support and being such friends. Thank you for your bounty. All right, guys, dig in time. Here we go.
Tiger, I'm so happy to see you.
Wow. It's not a hockey puck. Thank you, Spirit. It's not a hockey puck. It's a nice loose consistency. It just makes you think it's something a little more than just hamburger. And to think that I used to look down on this dish. Wow. Shauna, I'll have to tell you the recipe. This recipe is Delish Test Kitchen by Taylor and Spencer. Right there. Absolutely delicious. It lacks for nothing here. Oh man, hey Kelly. Maybe a tad of salt because I tend to undersalt because if you're serving people, some people might be sodium reduced and you don't want to just kill. You don't want to just kill, right? It's a little bit complicated to make, but it's a very elegant way to serve up ground beef. In my opinion, it makes it really nice. What can you substitute? The red wine. What can you substitute for the red wine? If you don't want the red wine flavor, you could leave it out and just add an extra third of a cup of beef stock into it. All right, no need to put wine in. I just have it for the flavor because Cabernet Sauvignon has a pretty robust red wine. But the wine really makes it super elegant. Super elegant. That's Tiger. Tiger has his winter coat on. And you can see Tiger hasn't missed many meals lately. Tiger! Tiger! Right.
Oh, here comes Tiger. We really Tiger. You gotta take a break. Tiger, I'm so happy to see you.
So I used to really look down on Salisbury steak when it used to be like in the Hungry Man meals and all that. But I guess the computer shut down. She comes around once in a while. The mushrooms, the tenderness of the meat. Are the rest of your friends eating too? I don't even know what that means. I don't know. They're so loaded with sodium and I cut back a lot. Delicious. 2 of these babies. You don't need anything else, man. You're all set. All set. Yep. Everybody ate, Drew. The recipe is really good. I just don't want all the sodium of the you know, and they put extra fat meat when they put it in. Nothing beats homemade. Not the easiest recipe you'll ever have. Right? Yeah, the Broncos gave a very good account of themselves. Just a blocked field goal at the end, or they would have won. Oh, really good. Really good. Really good. Really good. I like mushrooms. Everything is going up in price. That's why when you get a meat deal, you got to load up. Like I saw sirloin for $9.99 a pound. Now it sounds like a lot, but Megan Fox, what's going on, honey? Hey Rolf, it's really good. Not bad. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everybody, for the wonderful support tonight. As we move, we almost made the goal of 3,000 by the end of Sunday, but I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Likewise, Megan Fox.
The tiger eats like the lion cat. I don't care if it's so sick on my cat.
Yeah, I just use the regular cremini mushrooms, and they're good enough for me for what I do. Good night, Nino. I'm leaving for Vegas next Sunday.
We're supposed to have one cat. That's it.
Nice. Good night. Thank you so much for coming in tonight and being a part of the hangout. I always have a lot of people show up when the cooking begins because it's always a lot of fun. Yeah, the Formula One is coming in. Happy birthday, Megan. Happy birthday, babe. Tara's birthday is the 12th. What drinks would I pair with it? A nice glass of red wine. A nice, strong, cab. That's it.
Tiger, we haven't seen many of your girlfriends coming around on the web. There was this one that anticipated.
I got for other people, for normal people. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? For normal people that have class, Kelly, right? We'll pair it with a beer. That's exactly right. Pair it with a beer. Couple hacks. Don't compress the meat. The steak is wonderful, Sergeant. Let it have a little bit of a soft texture to it, okay? All right, that's a big key. Don't be one of those people that just compresses beef, all right?
How are you going to eat? What do you do all day? Got a girlfriend. You said none of the bitch you got more than girlfriend. Come on, Tiger.
Bush Lights as far down the beer chain as I go, Megan Fox. I love my Bush Light. Thank you, Atomic Lounge of Las Vegas. Ronnie, how about that night they didn't have Michelob Ultra? I'm like, okay. And I only had like a 5 spot in my pocket. And I was like dying of dehydration. And I'm like such a dick, right? I'm standing there like, I leaned over to the bartender. He leans in and I'm like, is there any beer I can get for less than $5? He's like, went like this. You look like just the person for Bush Light, right? $4.50. I said, bro, keep the change. And right, Ronnie, you remember how heat stroked I was, man, and the guy, I didn't have my ID, and the guy made me walk all the way back to the hotel, right, to get my ID and come back, and my feet were killing me, man. Right, Healdsburg tour. Thank you, Drew's Adventure. I appreciate that. And don't worry about contributing, okay? I mean, it's the thought that counts. I'm just nervous because the second third is always the hardest.
Hey, what are you doing? You're not a dog. Don't do that stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, you.
Spirit's always been wonderful. Always had a very good attitude and a very kind person. Foodie Beauty. Yeah, Foodie Beauty's a friend of mine. She pops in. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing with your little Popeyes? Our little special needs cat. What a sweetie. What a sweetie. Oh yeah, I'm amazing, all right. I'm all that in a box of sweethearts, right? You know what, Megan Fox? I want you to send me a box of those Valentine little conversation hearts, right? And I'll just say, here's another one from Megan Fox, right? Here's another one from Megan Fox. Always yours, right? Yeah, the cat thing is too much around. What am I going to do? Right? That's our little special needs baby there. Right? I always like those little things of conversation hearts that were always, some of them were so poorly manufactured you couldn't even read something. Someone say like F you instead of love you. It's right. Teachers look at that. Oh my. Yeah, promise. All that, right? Yeah, I watched the movie Twilight, yes. I watched the original Twilight, yeah. Yeah, I watched the original. I watched the original, I don't know. I can't remember what the name of it was. I don't know. But for those of you who contributed tonight, thank you. For those of you in spirit, it is appreciated. Yeah, the hearts. Yeah, the really poor spelling on the hearts and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. And first and foremost, I always have to thank my moderators for everything that you guys do. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Megan. I really appreciate it. Right, Megan Fox says, Rosie, you always have a friend in the great Commonwealth of Virginia there. Woo! All right, the land of Dixie, baby. So for all of you guys that were here tonight, thank you so much for being in. We almost made our 3K tonight. Maybe overnight we'll have some heroes pop in there. I don't know, but I'm very happy for the support I've gotten this evening. Thank you, Dory Lynn and Barry. Barry, great to see you as always. Angus Kisses, much love, Tripping. Thank you very much for coming in tonight. Spread the word about the fundraiser. Thank you, Drew. Love you, Kelly. Keep an eye on those Ravens, baby. Hey, Goldsmith, how are you? We got the big, dreaded Pittsburgh Steelers, right? 2 times in the next 4 weeks. This is like the Super Bowl right here, man. This is it. All right? We're going for blood, baby. Okay. Good night, everybody.